Welcome to Shots Fired with A and J.
And nostalgia's a powerful thing.
How so?
Well, before I got here, I watched a trailer for Invader Zim coming back.
Actually, yeah, the Nickelodeon stuff.
Rocko's Modern Life is coming back.
Freaking Hey Arnold.
Hey Arnold is coming back.
All in the same thing.
We have this.
So what is it
Digimon
about...
Tri is a continuation of the first two seasons of Digimon, although...
nobody cares
about...
Nobody cares about
I just smacked
that.
Tonio for that. I'm a huge Digimon fan.
Nobody cares about that.
Shut up. Digimon Tri is a continuation of the first two seasons, with mixed results in my opinion, but meh, I'll go into that another time.
Oh, gotta be careful.
So Tonio's finding the Mafiosos more. The Marsupial Mafiosos. And
there we go.
Yeah, so yeah, we got a ton. I'm actually pretty excited about Invader Zim coming back.
Actually,
it was kind of over my head when I was a kid, but I'm still
okay. Is it an actual movie or a series?
What, Invader Zim? It's a continuation, like Samurai Jack had. That's another thing that's nostalgia proving powerful.
Well, I mean, let's talk about these three things.
Rocko's Modern Life, Invader Zim, and
well, first off, I want to start with Hey Arnold. So that's a movie. It's the final movie we never got.
Yeah.
Where they
look older here though, and they're using iPhones.
Well, they're modern.
They're modern, but if it's a continuation, it makes little sense. I think it's gonna be a reboot.
Oh, Juan,
no wait. At the same time, it shows a bunch of stuff from the series.
Juan, they lived in a poor neighborhood. They probably could have only recently afforded iPhones.
Tonio. Why? First things first. Why gotta make it real? Second off, are you sure it's a poor neighborhood?
Well, I mean, they had a.
They live in a city, buddy. It looks urban.
And his grandparents own a boarding house that charged like a few quarters a day.
I mean,
remember?
I just still think that's kind of cool. A boarding house? Come on, man. I like the idea of a bunch of people living under one roof.
Do those even exist anymore?
I'm not sure, but
like boarding houses.
It reminds me of when we used to live together in the apartment.
Well, that was an apartment, not a boarding house.
It felt a little bit like one to me.
Well, that's because we were around, but overall we hated our neighbors.
In
the boarding house.
Neighbors, yeah, we didn't talk to them that much. You mean our fourth roommate?
Which one? There was like 3 of them.
That you kept driving out, mind you.
Well, that's
to no argument from me or Andrew. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
No argument? What do you mean?
Me and Andrew were cool with you booting the fourth roommate out.
Well, I mean,
you want to explain how you did it so people don't think you're a monster?
Okay, how we can do it. So, mind you, you didn't criticize me too much.
No, because we agree our roommates were terrible.
All of them?
I mean, the one that came before me as well, apparently. Go ahead and talk about what the roommates before me did, but don't name any names.
Of course, I don't remember those fuckfaces' names anyways.
You're so mean.
Well, that's because they suck, okay? Me and Andrew recently got admitted into the university.
You mean back then?
Back then.
Yeah, you don't want to... We graduated.
Oh, that's right. Andrew came a little...
later.
I lived in the dorms the first few years, and then...
And I lived in I lived in an apartment from year 1.
Okay.
I lived at the village before you guys did. Tony, I gotta keep talking. Okay. Explain what these rooms were like and how you straight up got rid of them.
Okay, so just give me a moment.
You were in your right to. They were breaking the contract, weren't they?
Oh, a lot of rules in the apartment complex didn't care, basically. So let me think.
That place is a ghetto now, isn't it? Like straight up.
It totally is. Okay, so let me see. Okay, got him out. Okay, so I lived in the dorm the first few years, had terrible roommates, except that one guy from Indonesia. He was pretty cool. We shared a 2-bedroom. Then I moved out in the apartment when Andrew got admitted to university, the same one I was in.
I had been living in that apartment complex for a year already, but
we're not talking about you. We're talking about
me. I'm just filling in my backstory. Why can't I be in the story?
Because I can't get distracted right now.
Oh, Tony. Back to your story.
Okay, let me get this.
Well done.
This is bravery right here.
Well done. Now move.
I am Braveheart. There we go. Yeah, this is the bonus level. That's easy. Okay, so I moved into this new apartment complex that apparently you were hiding out all these years and not telling me about.
I was just there for 1 year by the time you guys moved in. I was just busy with my own life.
And you didn't tell me.
I was busy.
Ah, damn it. Okay, so me and Andrew decided since we're now at the same university, let's go move an apartment. I was sick at living in the dorms, so we moved out to this apartment complex. Okay, we asked, ideally we would naturally ask for an apartment that's close to the front where the shuttle bus is.
And it was not.
And it was not. It was tucked all the way back in the corner, which I can forgive because, beggars can't be choosers. Now,
I liked it because it provided the most, least sunlight.
True. But now what I asked for, these are like 3-level apartments, and downstairs you got the kitchen/living area, and upstairs you got 2 bedrooms. Oh, there I go. Upstairs you got 2 bedrooms, and the second one you got another bedroom right there.
This is an HGTV, buddy. You can just go into the story. We don't need the layout of the apartment.
Okay. So basically we at least asked for again we at least asked for that our bedrooms be next to each other. And
They were not.
They were not. I was on top of Andrew, and he was below me, bedroom-wise. And across us, we basically had sitting right across our rooms, these two musclehead football players who got along with each other.
Don't give football players a bad name just because they were mean.
I don't like football players.
We live in Texas. They're everywhere. You're gonna have to learn to make friends with a few of them.
What? I mean, don't like. Well, I don't like care much for football, and I guess to be fair, I don't dislike every football player. I just really hated these two guys.
There's the end of the level, buddy. You were almost there.
Okay.
So what rules were they breaking, buddy?
All of them.
Not to mention, they kept the place kind of a pigsty, didn't they?
Yeah, I gotta clear this level, and then I can go in all full details. Okay, just give me a moment.
I'll just kind of, shrink wrap it for you. Point is, they just treated the place like crap. Did they bully you guys? I forget.
No, they passive aggressive us. They fired. Hey, we're big and tough foot players, and these two guys are nerds. We can do whatever we want around them, and they won't. And they can't do a thing about it. Big mistake. They've gravely underestimated. Damn it.
You just gotta let it go over you.
Okay, Juan, keep the audience entertained while I get through this.
The point is, after they broke one rule, the apartment kicked them out, and I moved in.
Actually, it was a lot of rules, except they broke the one rule the apartment complex actually gave a shit about.
And Tony reported them, and he got him kicked out. Which, as much as you got all of them. If you hadn't died, we would have got a card gem.
Yeah, but I had to tell a story. So
you need to learn how to look at that face. Look at that face.
Oh, you took it away.
You can rewatch it in the video.
I can't. We didn't catch it. Okay, so Juan, you got the controller now. Now I can tell my story. Don't interrupt me, beautiful. It's a very good story, and I'm good at telling stories. Okay.
Alright, just don't make yourself look bad, buddy.
I won't. Most people.
There are people out there who probably think what a narc. I'll have to make a fight Pinstripe.
Okay, well that's. Sure.
You have to make a comment on Pinstripe first when you see him.
Okay, fine. Then I'll tell my story, okay?
Yeah, you got 4 minutes.
I have to tell. We've been talking about the story I'm going to tell for the past 6 minutes. I have to tell it now. I'm keeping them waiting.
Make a comment first.
So what about him? He looks like a fake Italian. Simple as that.
Fake? Why are you got to go there with like this?
Pinstripe Potoru.
You know his name is Pinstripe. You know what? Yeah, straight up.
Yeah, see, Pinstripe is a name of
Just look at this. You got Cortex in one portrait, Pinstripe in the other.
Yeah, he's a fake.
And the generator in the background.
Yeah, he's a fake mafioso. He's not even Italian.
Are you sure he's fake at this point?
He's not even Italian. He's Australian, okay?
Are you sure he's fake at that point, though, in the mafioso part? Look at that. He's got a freaking Tommy gun and everything.
Well, I mean, the Italian part is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay, now can I tell my story?
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Okay, so me and Andrew had recently got... No, I was already at the university.
We got this established.
Yeah, Andrew recently got admitted to the university and said, hey, let's be roommates in an apartment complex because I'm sick of living in the dorm. So we move into this apartment complex not far from the university. It had its own shuttle bus and everything like that. Okay, and we both requested, could we at least get an apartment up front close to the shuttle bus? No? Okay, well, that's okay. They were just full of that. So instead, they took us all the way back in the corner where no one could see us, way at the top of a hill, away from the shuttle bus, right, like the furthest distance possible from the shuttle bus. But beggars can't be choosers. And then we at least asked, we at least have 2 bedrooms next to each other, so we could be on the same level next to each other and everything like that. I knew they had a room about it, but they completely disregarded that, and instead they put us in this apartment complex with these 2 muscle-up football players who break all the rules and everything like that. I was basically on the top floor, and Andrew was directly beneath me in his room and everything. And so that means across from both of us are these 2 muscled-up football players who break all the rules, have their girlfriends. No, I gotta tell my story. You gotta do this, okay?
What do I have to do? I hate this level.
I'm telling a story, so we could probably take turns as soon as we get up, or as soon as you get a game over, or something like that.
I hate you.
So it was. I should have seen it coming from the get-go. This is a big deal because maybe when we moved in, the whole place was a pigsty. They were hiding a dog in the apartment.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. That was the deal breaker.
That was a deal breaker. We should have ratted him out on there, but we said they basically said they were just watching the dog for someone, which was true because the dog wasn't there afterwards. But it's like we just walked in there. It's like, hey, you guys know there were people moving in today, and you weren't expecting us to walk in there. The whole place is a mess. The kitchen was always a mess, especially. They never did their dishes to the point that I had. No, but this is justified. This is pretty much the reason.
I'm not laughing at that. I'm saying the fact you said ditches.
Dishes. This is pretty much why I don't like dirty dishes in the sink, because they would never wash their dishes. It would just pile up in the sink all disgusting like and everything, to the point that I had to fucking wash the dishes just so I can use the goddamn sink and everything like that, okay? I tell them about that. Can you cue your dishes? They ignore me, and quite frankly, it was kind of hard to talk to them and relate to them because they were both mean-looking football players. They're really not really approachable, you know what I'm saying? the athletic jock type, dickhead. You know what I'm saying?
Antonio, don't be mean.
I'm just saying it as it is. So
as they were probably, but don't attribute the
not
entire,
all of them
to an entire group of people who like things.
No, of course not. I don't even know. I don't know the whole population that likes football or plays football. I'm talking about these two jocks.
That's a big population in our
I'm talking about these two particular jocks who think they can do whatever they want because they were big and tougher and athletic. Because one of them was actually used to be in the army.
That's not something you want to mess with.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like this guy's intimidating.
By the way, buddy, don't talk crap about the army. People will not like you for that.
Oh no, I'm not gonna get that. I mean, it's the same thing.
I guess it's this one particular guy. Damn it.
It's one particular guy. So Maces always be a mess. They would completely disregard us. They accused us of stealing salmon from the freezer. The freezer.
Salmon.
Yeah, the freezer was disgusting. By the way, they just stuffed all this kind of this meat in there that they never touched for months.
Ew.
And it's like it would just take up so much space in the freezer, and they would never touch it.
You're making this story very long, buddy.
Well, let me go, because you'll need to hear it, because, well, this is a long level. What do you care?
I know, and I'm doing it.
And
this is my least favorite level in the entire game.
Well, good thing I'm telling the story then.
Why is that good for me? I'm the one doing it.
Yeah, I can tell the story while you're
agonizing.
Yeah, because you can feel what me and Andrew felt every day at the apartment. So, in addition to like the place being a mess,
I'm pretty sure the monks would be cool about you transferring suffering onto another person.
Let me talk, okay?
Oh, yeah.
So the place was always a mess. They had complete indifference towards us, disregarded us everywhere, accused us of stealing stuff from them one time, and no, it wasn't us. Like they really didn't have the respect to just come up and talk to me respectfully. Hey, did you just take my salmon or something like that? They just left a really angry note that said, "Who the fuck stole my salmon?"
Really? And that verbatim they said that?
Yes, on the fridge and everything. So really, I mean, that's how you know your roommates hate each other when they communicate from sticky notes on the fridge. That's how you know the roommates hate each other.
Buddy, you did that to us a few times.
Well, that's because you guys weren't always there. Okay. And
so it wasn't out of hate.
So
wait, I need to hear this. It wasn't out of hate, was it?
What?
When you did that to us?
No, just irritation, but not out of hate.
Right,
okay. But another rule that they would break is that they would have all these people over that we don't know about, and not tell us about. Like sometimes I would come downstairs and be this random dude sleeping on the couch, and it's like, okay.
That would be a little off-putting.
I mean, like, no, it's because obviously they got shit-faced the other night and they let their buddy sleep on the couch, which is kind of responsible.
Kind of fine, yeah.
But it's like, what, you're not going to tell the other guys about this?
What if it was like super late? What if it was like 3 in the morning?
I know, but it's like, why did you party here? Why do you crash here?
It's their house too.
Exactly, but they think they own the place. They would have people.
They kind of do a little bit.
But no, it's like
they have a contract over it, dude.
I know, but it's 50 against 50. You're supposed to at least tell the other roommates, hey, we're having people over and stuff like that. They would have parties.
I don't know, buddy. If I had people over and it was super late, I probably wouldn't want to wake up to tell you.
No, I mean,
maybe leave a note on your door.
I mean, that's fine, but it's just they did it repeatedly, and these are people I don't know. What are they doing, and are they staying long term? But the biggest issue is they would throw parties.
You're doing a lot better at this.
Let me talk, okay?
I am letting you talk. I have to talk too. I'm part of this
You're
channel.
not letting me finish the story. I've been dragging it out like an old man, okay?
No, fine, keep
finish
talking.
it. I'm almost done with it, okay?
Don't be whiny, Tonio.
They would have people over for parties and not let us know, like late in the night. They would make loud noises playing video games in the rooms. They would have their girlfriends often, and we'd hear them make love. And actually,
right, Tonio. I don't need the visual.
Yeah, I know, but that's what me and Andrew had to deal with entirely. Now, one of the football players had his girlfriend over every day for weeks at a time. It's like, is that even legal?
Damn it.
Okay, was
not in the contract, no.
No, of course not. You see, and then we went on. It was Thanksgiving break. Okay, before I left, the other football player invited his girlfriend over.
This was about a month before I moved in.
Yeah, let me finish.
Yeah, you're finishing.
Okay, and basically, it was Thanksgiving break. The day before Thanksgiving break, me and Andrew about to head out, and I noticed that the one football player had his girlfriend over all the time. Now the other football player had another girlfriend over and everything. Didn't say hi and everything. Just complete, utter disrespect and indifference towards me and Andrew's existence. Okay, so, and I come back Thanksgiving and the other girlfriend is there. So we got two football players with both of their girlfriends staying at the same apartment and everything. And they're acting like, yeah, what the fuck you gonna do about it? Who gives a shit about it?
Are you sure that was what they were saying?
I could tell by the body language, their stark gazes and everything like that. They just completely disregarded me and Andrew. And I said, okay, that's it. I gotta go complain. I'm gonna say, let's move out. And it said, now my parents say, no, you're not breaking any rules. Don't move out. If anything, they are. And I figured, yeah, you know what? Let me go tell them about how they have their girlfriends every night. And so I talked to the manager lady and everything like that. Okay, of course they're not gonna care about.
Yes, I did it, Sonia.
Good. So of course they're not going to care about moving them out. They want me and Angela to move out so they can charge us more of that. But then I tell them, hey, these two, one of them has had their girlfriend here for weeks, months, like she's living there, okay? And the other one is doing the exact same thing. So that's called cohabitation, which is illegal in an apartment complex. So when I told her that, her eyes flared out. Really? Give me some details. So long story short, a few days later, she talked with both the football players, and then eventually one night I saw them packing. I think they got evicted.
And then they got kicked out, and I moved in.
It was so awkward because me and Andrew...
Yeah, I know. I was there that night, remember?
Yeah.
I had to walk past them.
I know, and they were so... Like, I don't care how pissed
Keep
off
in mind, we weren't planning on me moving in that yet. That wasn't until they were gone.
Yeah, I know, but after you left, me and Andrew basically hid in our rooms until
Hid, you mean?
Yes, and the next day, they were gone.
All right.
They were gone. I used diplomacy to get these two assholes out, and then a few weeks later, we had you in.
Yeah.
And it was the best years of college.
And that's how we lived together for a few years. Thanks for listening, folks. That was... I had to go through Road to Nowhere, which is my least favorite level in the game. I was on pins and needles, and you had to listen to Tony out.
Okay,
This is a suffering level for all of us. So this level will be called Suffering for All.
I'm just going to call it Roommates.
Fine.
Because that's what it is.
Alright, thanks for sticking around, everyone. We'll see you next time, okay?
Okay, see ya.
Hopefully I'll have a little more energy from that.